So welcome, this is DN News Liberia, and we're coming to you live from on the political powerhouse of the University of Liberia. And we have with us here the chairman of that's the chairman of propaganda of the Vanguard Student Unification Party. And so he's going to speak with us. He has some issues that we're going to be listening to him from this afternoon. Welcome to DN News.
Basically, let me say good afternoon. My time, our official time is in the afternoon. So I want to say good afternoon to the Liberian populace. Good afternoon to those who are following us now live on the social media. I want to say good afternoon to the marginalized and oppressed layer of our society. We cannot say happy independence because there's nothing happy about today. We cannot say happy independence because the models of governance, the models of state proceeding under the Boyka's administration is a total construct to an independent state. So on this basis, we don't think the people are happy. Today, the people in West Point, in Clowertown, in Nizo, in Soniwan, in Busekwot, those in Dolostar, Margibi County, those in Frompa, Nima County, those in Tuzan, Grangida County, are not happy. They are in the worst impoverished stage ever. So it is not an Independence Day. It is a day for Liberians to redirect and wake up from the slumber of a systematic, orchestrated plot by the Unity Party government to keep the Liberian people stagnated and in perpetual poverty in a situation that Boyka and his schools of looters that are operating on a plutocracy regime to demand decency and better life. Let us say this, the militants of the Student Unification Party, the party in general, believe that under the administration of Joseph Boyka, governance is in its worst stage. So because of that, we cannot celebrate an independence that hold no values and no meaning to the society and the people of this land. When the founding heroes, the founding fathers in this land converge the ideas of establishing the independent democratic republic that today Mr. Boyka is disabusing, the idea was to establish a republic that must have the moral pedigree, the courage, the democratic tenacity and values to represent a government where the blacks, basically the Negroes, will have the opportunity to show their potential in terms of providing a clear democratic governance. These ideas was ideas that was birthed on the basis that the black man can also introduce democratic tenets and build a vibrant democracy, a state where the social, political, and economic welfare of its people will be met. This is the reason this nation is the second oldest black nation after Haiti. It tells you that the ideological, the political courage of those individuals that have developed the ideas about converging their space was to institute a governance on the basis of nationalism, not on a proprietarist basis that Boyka is parading with today. Their intention was to establish a government that will meet the social inclusions of the people, will create the welfare for the livelihood of the people, where they will have access to hospitals, where they will have access to good roads, where they will have access to proper education. Under Joseph Boyka today, the nation is still the same. Many people will wonder and will want to ask, but Joseph Boyka just come into leadership. Joseph Boyka is just becoming president. That is not the excuse. The excuse here is Mr. Boyka is celebrating his second independent anniversary as a head of state, and on his watch, there's nothing to show. In a month, we celebrate 178 years with nothing to show. Honor Mr. Boyka. There is no tangible deliverables for the people to see. The people are hungry. On this 26th day, nothing is happening. Liberians, home and abroad, are angry. The masses are converging for no direction. The republic is in tata, in turmoil. While Mr. Boyka sits at the pavilion to pump champagne. While Mr. Boyka sits at the pavilion to perfumelessly drink Russian vodka. While our country, the people from the base and the grassroots are in abject poverty. The regime is using 1.5 million to celebrate an Independence Day. That is a mockery to democracy. This is a mockery to the independence of the state. We have every necessary right to converge the people today. But the party in its wisdom feel that we must recalibrate the base of the people's mood. So we've come to send a signal and a warning to the government that the people are not celebrating. You are the one that is celebrating. We are here to remind Mr. Boyka, the people in West Point are not celebrating. The people in Raleigh are not celebrating. You can parade with your Mercedes in fleece of eagle. You can ride your comfortable cars. The people, the masses in this country are hungry. If you look at Multi-Tech International report, comrades, UNICEF is saying you have a population that has 82% of children from age 1 to 10 that are not in classroom. 82% of children from age 1 to 10 cannot comprehend or even read a single paragraph. Mr. Boyka is using 1.5 million to pump champagne at the executive pavilion in the name of celebrating Independence Day. UNICEF is saying you have a population that over 32% of the school-going children are dropping out of school because of poverty, destitution, hunger, and hardship. The government of Joseph Boyka is celebrating the serious anniversary, quote unquote, wanting to celebrate with Liberia 178. What is here to show, Congress? What is here to show? Liberia ranks in the multi-dimensional poverty index. The 6th poorest country in the world. What is there to show? When other countries are battling hunger, illiteracy, and disease, our government is using it as a weapon against the masses to keep themselves in power. The reason Joseph Boyka, the lack of Jeremiah Kuhn, Thomas Farah, the most documented criminal that Liberia has ever produced, a female rebel leader, Young Kanga Lawrence, that once upon a time served as the new Lieutenant General of the MPFL in this country, are all today at the executive pavilion. These are people that market the future of this country. They are not just marketing the future of today, they are marketing the future of children. That should be the hope and aspirations of the next society and the next Liberia. The regime under Joseph Boyka have ridiculed the people at every front and every level. The people in this country are angry. You cannot say Liberia is celebrating 178th anniversary or 178th Independence Day when we cannot be talking about celebrating good hospitals. You cannot say we are celebrating 178th anniversary when we cannot be talking about celebrating good schools. You cannot say we are celebrating 178 as the second oldest black republic in the world when we cannot talk about having qualified doctors in our hospitals. You cannot tell us that we are celebrating 178 when the nation premier university still operates in decadence, in tata, and prehistoric formation. You cannot tell us we are celebrating 178 as the second oldest black nations in the world. This is an affront to the consciousness of the people in this country. It's an affront to the consciousness of the masses. Those proletarian and lumpen proletarian class to vote for Joseph Boyka, making president today. The one vote is meaningless. Comrades, It is not just meaningless, it's worthless. This is the reasons. When they were celebrating the 177, they invited one of Liberia's new intellectuals, Dr. Rocha Bile. When the madam died, when the political hypocrisy of the Boycott administration and the Liberian formation, today the regime is using a pro-unity party employees to praise Mr. Boycott. They are not just afraid about the conscious awakening of the people. They are afraid that those who will speak truth to power will honor man. They are still in leadership. So they are going anyhow. They are weaponizing state apparatus. They are weaponizing the police against the people who are in this country. Under the leadership of Joseph Boycott, the police is used to maintain the hegemony. The police is used to maintain the power of the status quo. The police that should be there to protect the people is disabusing the constitutional rights of the people. Under the Joseph Boycott's administration, when Liberia is celebrating 178, what can we show? What can we talk about as a country, as an independent nation? Independence Day is not just to go and throw a lavish party. This is the only government that is so concerned about throwing party rather than investing in the future of the people. If Mr. Boycott would have diverted that 1.5 million that is used to celebrate independence, to renovate the university campuses, it's a plus. If Mr. Boycott will use that 1.5 million that is using to celebrate the anniversary to put it in our hospitals so we can get vaccines, so we can get medicine to treat our people, it's a plus. The World Health Organization is saying you have 8 out of every 10 pregnant women dying from childbirth. Under the Joseph Boycott administration, the Ministry of Health that should be providing services to the people is now used as a revenue generation arm. The Ministry of Health is informing our people that health services in this country will not be free anymore. Liberia is ranked, like I said, 6 in the multidimensional poverty index. If you are telling a pregnant woman that maybe will be in West Point, or let's say will be in Todi, where the roads are bad, to pay 5,000 on ambulance to come to JFK, you are telling that woman to die with a baby. Under the Boycott administration, this regime is not just cruel, it is wicked on the people. But it's telling us to celebrate. They are not just being cruel to the people, they are empowering foreigners over the workforce of this country. You following what is happening at the Ministry of Transport when the regime is preferred to use Lebanese to work and control our traffic system. The regime is telling us 178 years, our people are not qualified enough to fix the system in this country. The regime is telling us 178 years, our people doesn't have the moral understanding to run governance. You must look for other people from Lebanon to come here and run our country. You should look for people from America to come here and face our country. The regime doesn't believe in the potential of the people. This is the reason.
Allow me to pause and offer our collective heartfelt congratulations to you, Mr. President, on Liberia's historic election to the United Nations Security Council. This indeed is a profound testament to your steady leadership and your unwavering commitment to positioning Liberia as a responsible and respected voice on the global stage. Thank you, Mr. President, for restoring Liberia's place among the community of nations. Permit me also to commend you on the strides made in fulfilling the promises outlined in your arrest agenda for national development. From agriculture to roads, the rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism, your government has begun to lay a foundation for national transformation. While much remains to be done, progress is being made, and for that we are grateful. In just a few short months, your government has shown that integrity and public service are not relics of the past, but vital tools for national transformation. Permit me to highlight just a few of these areas. On anti-corruption and governance, just yesterday, the signing MOU between the Financial Intelligence Agency and the Anti-Corruption Commission is an indication that you are taking the fight against our #1 enemy, corruption, seriously. On infrastructure development, driving from Monrovia to Zwedru, I have witnessed firsthand a renewed momentum in road rehabilitation, reminding us that inclusion must begin with access. In addition, the performance of the Liberian Electricity Corporation within the last few months signifies to me that with proper leadership, change is possible. On education, increased budget allocations, teacher training programs, the distribution of learning materials to underserved communities, and new investment in childhood education all speak to a government reclaiming education as a national priority. On health and social services, we see growing access to rural clinics, partnerships with international donors, and stronger support for healthcare workers. The emphasis on maternal health is especially commendable because it relates to saving lives. On agriculture rehabilitation, by elevating food security and empowering local farmers, your administration is realigning a long overdue national dialogue. Liberia must feed itself. If we grow what we eat, we will grow the economy from the ground up. The procurement of fire trucks, the purchase of buses for our national transportation system, these are not just promises, my people, as it relates to saving lives. On agriculture rehabilitation, by elevating food security and empowering local farmers, your administration is realigning a long overdue national dialogue. Liberia must feed itself. If we grow what we eat, we will grow the economy from the ground up. The procurement of fire trucks, the purchase of buses for our national transportation system, these are not just promises, my people. They are actions, and we acknowledge and celebrate them. But let us go back.
He said to ask me, so I hope I did justice to the theme and to the occasion. The government really needs to look at how we can advance the whole idea of reconciliation, and for me it starts with economic justice. I think we need to look at the salary disparity in this country and try to do a better job of harmonization, but at the same time give opportunities to young people, to farmers, to market women, so that they can thrive in their own space. You know, not everybody can work in government, but in the private sector, we need to be able to thrive there as well. Obviously, first, the government has a responsibility to stop the drugs from coming in Liberia. We do not produce drugs in this country. We do not grow it here. It's coming from somewhere. So government needs to, the security apparatus need to work and ensure that it stops coming. Now, for those persons who already have been strong on drugs, we need to find rehabilitation opportunities for them. And when they come out, we need to have them become gainfully employed. I think those things will help. I hope that Liberians all over realize that today is the day of coming together, and that nation building is not left for government alone. If there's one message you get from what I said today, is that nation
on
requires all of
today,
us.
7th month of the
Like I said,
year,
it's way too
28th day, 2025, 07282025. Today is Monday, and a pleasant welcome on today. This is the People's Program, the program that brings you up to speed with major happenings into Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one word. Don't forget, on today, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual, I am your humble servant. I am J. Nathaniel Beaver Sr. On today, just call me the ambassador. As a matter of fact, I'm here today with the head of production, Andrew Gamuyu, on this spectacular edition of the People's Program. With exclusive delight, we'd love to say welcome and a pleasant welcome today. Remember, we're having a good friend with us on today, Radio Entertainment Liberia. As a matter of fact, we want to give back to Liberians. Please just keep focused. Those of you who are online with me, who are on path with me, mobile money users, please star 799 star 11 hash is a short code, or you go long star 799 hash, then you go to 1111 as 11 QFM and select your multiple choice of entry you want to put. If you put 10, that's 10 entry. Put 2, that's 2 entry. If you put 20, that's 20 entry. And the higher you go, the better it puts you through on this process. So my dashboard is open, so you can go there. At about 12:30, I'll be giving out money to folks. At about 1 o'clock, I'll give money to folks. Before 12:30, I'll give money. Before 1:30, rather, I'll give money to folks. So I expect that each round, I'll get about 3 or 4 persons, 4,000. At about 12:30, at 1 o'clock, 3 person, 3 to 4 person, 4,000. Before 1:30, 4,000, 3 persons, or 4 persons, 5 persons, or 8. Let's do 10 persons on there today. Would I have a joke? I'm giving it to you. And remember also, if you're a frequent player, I'll also be dashing you money, 1,000 based upon what's coming up. Once you are a frequent player and you're not winning, the board will tell me this person has played long now, they're winning anything. I will dash you money so that you can play more. Maybe they dash up there for you, which I give you the opportunity to get something out of them. But Liberia first today, so welcome to you. Today is the 28th of July 2025. I'll take you back. 28th of July 1830, Liberia was not yet an independent nation. It was still a colony of the American Colonization Society, primarily focused on resettling formerly enslaved African Americans. The colony was growing but faced challenges, including conflict with indigenous Liberians, with the tribes, disease, and supplies issue upon. 1830 today, the American Colonization Society, the ACS, continued to send formerly enslaved people and free African Americans to Liberia. The United States, states like Maryland, Mississippi, and Virginia also established their own colony with Liberia, within Liberia. Today, they are evident upon. Today, the 28th of July, 1847, the Republic of Liberia officially adopted its constitution following the Declaration of Independence on the 26th of July, which is about 2 days ago. This event marked Liberia's establishment as the first African republic to achieve independence and self-governance during the period of European colonization. The Constitution, modeled after the United States Constitution, was a key step in solidifying Liberia's status as a sovereign nation. Then, just to take you back, on the 5th of July 1847, the Constitutional Convention, which would draft the Liberia Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, first convened. On the 26th of July 1847, the Liberia Declaration of Independence was approved, declaring the nation's separation from the American ACS, the American Colonial Society, and its intention to be free and independent republic. On the 28th today, the Declaration of Independence and establishment of this constitution was significant milestones in the African history, demonstrating the desire for self-determination and challenging the prevailing colonial powers. The U.S. did not officially recognize Liberia's independence until 1862 during the American Civil War. Today is the 28th, 1930, July 28. In Liberia, history is notable for the ongoing investigation into forced labor practices by the League of Nations, and today is still going on. This investigation, which included prominent figures like Charles S. Johnson, ultimately led to the resignation of President Charles D.B. King. The investigation folds on the allegations of forced labor, particularly on rubber plantations, and the recruitment of workers from the Fernando Po. The League of Nations investigation alleged allegations of forced labor in Liberia, with Charles S. Johnson serving as an American member of the commission was upon. The investigation centered on reports of forced labor on rubber plantations, especially those owned by the Firestone Tires and Rubber Company. The recruitment algorithms from Fernando Po. Today, the 28th of July, 1989, Liberia on the crux of a devastating civil war. The first Liberian Civil War, which began into December 1989, was sparked by Charles Taylor invasions with the National Patriotic Front of Liberia, the NPFL, to overthrow former President Samuel Kanyando. This event marked the beginning of a conflict rooted into political oppressions, ethnic tensions, and the struggle for control of resources in Liberia. The NPF, led by Charles Taylor, launched an attack from the Ivory Coast into Liberia, Nimba County, initiating the first Liberian Civil War. President Samuel Doe regime was characterized by authoritarianism, corruption, and violence, leading to widespread discontent. The NPFL quickly gained control over a significant portion of Liberia, exploiting economic grievance into the country. The conflict intensified as other fractions emerged, leading to the complex vibes of alliance and battle between various militias and the armed forces of Liberia. Neighboring countries like Burkina Faso, like Guinea, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Sierra Leone provided support to Liberia different factions, further complicating the situations. The war resulted in the various humanitarian crises, widespread displacement, food shortages, and human rights violations. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. A pleasant welcome today. Today in history is a regular feature in our programs. Remember, beginning of the World War I, using the assassination of the Austrian and the Archduke Francis Finale as a pretext to present Serbia with an unacceptable ultimatum, the Austrian-Hungary declared war on the Slavic country on this day into 1914, sparking World War I. Today, 2005, the Irish Republican Army announced that it had ended its armed campaign and instead will pursue only peaceful means to achieve its objective. Today, in 1991, Spanish cyclist Miguel Indurain won his first 5 consecutive Tour de France title. And today, in 1976, an earthquake into the industrial city of the Tianjin, China, killed more than 240 people on today, the 28th of July, 1976. Good afternoon, good morning, a pleasant welcome to all of you on today. We say welcome to us. There are several issues to talk about. Like I said to you, we want to give our money to our folks. So you can dial the code star 799 star 11 hash. You'll be on top. Select how many times you're making an import. Whether it's 2 or 3, it's 10, it's 15. Be good for you. Or you go on star 799 hash and select 11 Cool FM and make your import. The more your entry is, the more you're on tap. Somebody will get money. We want to give back to society. We can't be talking. A lot of folks are online with us now, and we want to give back to them. And a lot of you need money. Yeah, Liberians actually need money. So we will give back to you. So in our efforts to get all of this done, we want to have you upon. At about 12:30, money I will give up to somebody on today. Keep playing and be with me today. There's a serious issue we'll talk about. Before that, there's a race between Senator Emmanuel Nukwe and Senator Musa Hassan Belati. And I'm going to talk about that on today. And this will just give you a picture of what I'm talking about with the National Orator, Reverend Duncan, Dr. Reverend Duncan, the President of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, the President of Sierra Leone, Dr. Julius Martin Bio, and also the Foreign Minister of Liberia, Sarah Besley. All of this sum up in one thing. The war is over, but they make war so that they make you know that there are things happening upon. And it's important, because if Liberians are to themselves, they won't experience this. There are several measures taken up. Today, the G2, do you know of what they call G2? G2 for months on the spotlight with me. They are importing drugs to Liberia despite expert investigation has report recommending ban and a fine on them. They are still, do you know pharmacy called G2 Pharmacy? I'm not going to hide his name. I'm not going to hide this. I'm saying it bold to you. There is a vaccine on the market that should not be out, but G2 is putting it out. The Liberia Medicine and Health Products Regulatory Authority has put in a stop on G2. G2 is a major pharmaceutical importer in the country and should halt all importation in the country. And the company is still importing the drug. Before I leave this program, G2, please close your door. Because if you don't, there will be more punishment coming out for you today. Let me say welcome and thanks to the, not thank you really, but yeah, thank you. Yeah. You know, this LMTR issue with transport, they lied to the president. And this is evident. It is good that the president, I will reiterate this to make the president know that the folks lied to him. They lied to the president. And I'm seeing a photograph here before me. I'm going to just show this to you. I'm seeing Police Inspector General Gregory O'Derry Coleman, the president of Liberia, His Excellency of the entourage upon walking majestically. But they lied to the president about this. This is what brought the protest, Liberian people. This is what brought the protest. You see, the fellow lying to the president. This company may just, if accepted, I know the Senate have gone about consideration, which just lay pretty close to 300 Liberians. How can government say they want to employ people, the people already employed, they take them outside? And like I said to you, Musa Hassan Belati and Emmanuel Nukwe are under very stiff resistance on issues, allegations coming forth. This is what Reverend Don said. They make you to believe that they are at war. But in actuality, they are not at war. They are not at war. But they make you believe that they are at war. And when they are at war with themselves, they will always make you believe this thing. We are at war with ourselves and we'll make sure on this. I thought of giving up $4,000 right now, but not much entry. Please, star 799 hash and select 11. That's 11 for cool. And put the entry. You can put 5 entry at once. You can put 10. You put 10 as 10 entry. You put 200. it just go on. The highest of it go on, you are up on the tax with this process. So please make up your business. Before I leave here, I want to give 5 persons 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. If you can just go on there, *55, that is *799 hash will reside with you. *799 hash 11. Choose option 11, or you just put in short code *799 *11 as 11 hash. That's a short code, and just put in your entry. It make you go up. Remember, we'll be giving up cell phones in the coming weeks, motorbikes in the coming months, a house, a 2-bedroom house, well furnished for you. We'll be giving pretty close to 100 or 1 million Liberian dollars, $1 million Liberian dollars, or you may just win a vehicle in the coming months that are coming up, and they'll all be important for you today. It's just to put yourself in the entry. Please, this is geared towards giving back to society what it is. Today on this program, somebody will win money. Somebody will win money. Lone Star subscribers, *799 hash. At the number, then you select 11, or for the short code, just dial *799 *11 hash. You just go straight and put in the entry. Whether you want to put 5 entry, you want to put 7, you want to put 10, you want to put 15, it's all good for you today. I'll take a short break. While you're playing, I wanted to get somebody money now, but I'm still watching up to see who won the money. I've not seen the number yet, but I'll take a short break, and when I come back, I'll go to something very much important. Have you heard about G2 Pharmacy? I'll take this break. Good afternoon.
Là, le camping, à Bouguin, la pharmacie de
Yes, so welcome for today. How you doing? What's your name?
I'm Abraham Kemon. Good morning.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Abraham Kemon.
Yeah.
So what's the purpose of you guys gathering here?
We are gathered here today because we are being intimidated too much by the police, through your TM. Sometimes we feel that they would have motorbike to avoid them. But yet, if you see the police, he was still going after you. And this content was built with our parking lot. You will need a side where you back. Even if you pass here now, they will follow you and issue you ticket. So it has been happening for couples of months. So this time we are tired with it. So we decided to put here in order to tell our government that we are being intimidated. We don't want traffic management, and there is no job for us to survive. So that's why we decided to protest.
So do you have leadership?
We have a leadership, yes, of course.
So the leadership is the regulatory institutions that require you to run.
Regular institution leg.
The Ministry of Transport, the
Apparently, the Ministry of Transport has just set up over this particular idea. They have just set up over the idea. If I have to park my car, I can speak to you now. My car is only a US ticket, but my ticket is expiring. And you get intimidated in my own country. I don't have a zero bread. I'm not working. There is no job for me. Only through the tech for me, I'm surviving. So if you keep backing my car into me ticket, why would I exist? If the government brings job, I'm not being able to check.
So how long is this action going to take?
Almost 1 week, close to a week, the whole week. Until the government can hear, we are flying to the executive marshal to meet the minister or whatever to get our petition. Let's look into it. In the course of 1 week, if we get here from there, we'll reassemble and move on.
And so from here, what's the next action from here?
Going to the marshal. Yes.
So what you have to say out there to the government? What you have to say out there to the
I want to tell the government we are not in favor of the LTN. It's not helping all. They are intimidating all. There is no job. You don't have, the only means of getting food on our table is to drop our chest. As I speak to you now, my car is ready, sir. My car is in show. I get a father driver lesson. But yet then ever get it intimidated. Sometimes police may arrest you. Oh, driver, can I know you by a driver lesson? I say yes. So before you say your lesson, it's intimidated. They don't talk back to you.
like, oh, my man, you used to do the work. They don't talk to the so now, enough is enough. There is no job. We try you get it on like let me have our own portrait. So that's how it is to protest.
Okay, so what's the name?
I'm Abraham came home, telling God what Joshua.
So this is what on his placard. So let's see what we can speak to some of them. How are you doing, sir? What's the name?
My name is Gideon Momo.
Okay, so what's the purpose of you being here today?
For me, the purpose of me being here is the police is harassing us, especially when it comes to the LTM issue. The LTM, anywhere we park, you put parking down, even here, no parking lot for the poor people. You put somebody down, they arrest the car. You carry four parking lot to the back, they arrest the car. You put someone over the car, they arrest the car. Even somebody are running for you, pick it up. You have a drone to pick it up, I run for you, you have a drone to go pick it up. As soon as someone lower the car, they arrest the car. You do it for the parking, shower sound. And when they arrest you, they'll even lesson and get you ticket above your lesson. So now when they have ticket, now send the fire ticket. For what? For what? And nothing to get my hand up on my spare car. This thing is benefiting for government. Government is benefiting nothing. This thing is benefiting the government nothing. Nothing. So when they stop harassing us, let us stop harassing us. Don't want to charge them peacefully. Stop the management is letting us.
Okay, welcome back. Let me say thanks to Leo Nikki, and she's one of Liberia rising star. And I'm saying to you, let me just have that locate on this program before the end of this week. Be good for her, and Liberian can see that if our children can be educated at such a level, they can do better for the world and they can help their surrounding. Leo Miki, a motivational speaker, a supermodel, a musician, songwriter upon making her debut as early stage of her life, and she deserved that. This is a serious issue. Let me say to you, there is a drug that came in this country, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to start for example, and the LMHRA, as of now, as I'm speaking, please, if the G2 pharmacy is still bringing that drugs, no FMN, because they've been fine. There was an investigation carried out on them. I'm going to bring out these investigations. And several persons, like a medical expert, like Dr. Tony Masakwe, who's a lead inspector, Dr. Juwik D. Kekura, a member, and Galama Akwe, a member, Dr. Cynthia Toh, member, Francis A.B. Jumu, the third, were all member of this investigative team, and they did an investigation. And the result of this thing here, the reason why this has happened, they first bring the drugs in, and they are in Kohulu hospitals when they say your child faces some kind of problem and they need special drugs. And the very frustrating thing is that these drugs enter the country in a Dutch language and not in English, and no expiration date, no manufacturing date. How do they come in the country? They came out of G2. This is serious. Now I'm getting reports that the G2 authority, they honor this huge criticism, trying to refute this thing. And this started as far back. There was a child who died. Some of you know this thing here, would know what I'm saying. On the 3rd of January 2025, a 16-year-old boy died at the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital. This is a report I'm getting. And after they administered this drug on him, he went now out of bounds. It's called pooping vaccine. It's a marking in the spinal heavy 0.5%. is a spaniel anesthesia imported by the G2 pharmacy in this country. The LMHRA conducted an investigation and they confirmed that the drugs had no batch number, no expiration date, no English labeling, no, violate national regulations. Shockingly, it was imported in the country. And it was under a special permit, bypassing the regular standard. You see how Liberia looking. The same thing the folks are talking about. They are Liberian the country, undermining the entire process of this thing. And this is sad. It is so sad for our country. So when the board of the LMHRA did an investigation, the directors intervened in the matter. On 2025 March, they found out that this product entered the market without an RPD signed on an approved through a process leading to fatality. This is very serious. There are so many drugs on the market. Oh, doctor, especially black bucket doctors. My bone hurting me. My this hurting me. I want this medicine. You take the medicine, you start to go down. You start to take medicine, you go down. Now these are pharmacists. Pharmaceuticals are involved in this thing. And not just that, the board suspended G2 import lessons, or lessons they're all over this place here, and that all the fixed drugs, that the Bupi vaccine, be recalled from the market. It was then said that the company should pay $118,000. This is my point here. After all of these struggles and investigations, it is sometimes seen that those very folks that go there for Liberians to see, they are the ones that will compromise these things. You saw what happened with the Mines Energy. Mines Energy, Ministry of Mines Energy. They find a Chinese man, real minister, for having a bypass another process with a company into Bipolar County, 18 million. Up to today, when they just gave 300,000, that's just enough it. And there was some reported issue that he left and still mining in Mosolo County, black sand. If you ask the Mines Energy now, what is this thing? You're hearing mining going on Simpoa River. Mining going to Bentor. If there's a gold deposit in Bentor, why can't the government take siege of this matter? We should have people who have expired licenses functioning, working, operating in our corridors, making like we reach but we benefit from nothing. This thing must stop. It must stop. And it is so sad that this suspension that went to G2 has not been upheld. It's serious. One Dr. Luke L. Bow, who has the authority to effect the suspension, is sitting out of the President Buhari. Please listen. Nobody does a warning. At least when the player make one foul, one mistake, you say yeah, but next thing get your card. And this is not suspending anybody. Dismiss them. Sack them, send them an investigation. Sack them. You can't have people in the system, especially those who don't share your vision, to work as such. And at the end result, this whole thing here, because of the failure of the managing director to implement this process here, there are some allegations on him. Instead of the $118,000 fine that was imposed, he has not yet implemented it, and that only 1,000 of that money was paid. And when you ask, we get a report that we asked for that 1,000, There's no document to the 1,000. That 1,000 was just to go in your pocket. It's just how we make Liberia better. President Boakai, and you gave Jeremiah Kwan the thing 45 days. I'm giving you 5 days. This thing must end. How many of these drugs are going to hospitals? We have also the Kwasa clinic around here. How many of them have gone there, have entered? Oh, what happened to you? My waist hurting. Oh, my spinal cord. Oh, this thing. They inject you with something, the next thing, your kids get worse. How many of them? How many persons must die by the wicked hands of these people? We cannot afford to see our people die again. We cannot. We cannot. As a country, we cannot afford our people die. No. No. Imagine a young boy at the age of 16. President Boakai, 5 days. Please take serious the matter. Because I'm not going to lie to you at times. They don't say the truth to you. Please intervene. Send your 4 soldiers and get us information. 5 days. If they can't help, let them leave Liberia. If we have 2 months that bring good drugs and I can help our people, is good. Who know whether they are among those? Jesus Christ. Let me say something. I'll say something before going to the senator thing here. And the role, and these are all evidence I'm showing to you. The orator's statement about how they have treated Liberia. They make you believe that Liberia is at war, and as you join them, be with the hard sympathy for them. But then when they get to power, they don't seek the needs of the people. If even government try the best, Liberians will not see it, will not feel it. Because there are a lot of evil geniuses into the system to make the system not working out for you. And it's important. You know, when this Liberia Traffic Management Incorporated, the LMTR, was upon, and this is a foreign firm seeking to take over or managing the country traffic management system. And there was a protest the first time. It was so brutal, but I don't know why a policeman, whether it's a baton, was a handcuff or something, nobody thought. The women of this country never went out to see a woman bleeding at the Capitol ground, on the grounds of the Capitol building, why she wanted to protest for the right of hers and some other persons that just in few days promised by the head of the institution that they will still be working, but then after, you know, when you dump out 3 months, civil servant lock you out. But Liberian women never protested for that. One of their sons died by the hands of angry Mark, who was an LDA officer. I never saw Liberian fighting for that young man. I never saw that. But Liberian won't fight for people selling drugs in this country. I'm not going there. I will pick a bone of these people for a very long time upon. You know, when this protest started, the folks called on the attention of the House, and the House Speaker Richard Namikun said under them, we will look in the matter. And this matter is still a matter pending. But on the other hand, the Liberian Senate has seen a need that they step in this thing here. So through the wisdom of the Senate, on Thursday the 24th, they all voted to suspend this whole thing here, the LMT aberrations. And they cited fraud and inconsistency in the whole thing. I'm surprised that the lecture of Nathaniel Mangill is referring us to the former government, that the agreement was not implemented and the company went to court, later withdrawing the matter, and they sat on for years because they knew that the concession had a problem. And the reason why the former government never did anything, because they knew that the concession they signed, or what was signed, they were dealing with two different documents. Just to the point, they were dealing with two different documents, and this is where they lied to the president. They took a document to the president, and a document, if coming to effect, will take 300 persons out of jobs. And these are civil servants, as a matter of fact, who have been there at the Ministry of Transport. And not knowing that this thing will hurt the country, like I said, Natina Magay said, former President, we had never signed the LMTR construction agreement. But what was done, he never mentioned that. But several senators are saying this thing doesn't work out with us. If this concession Kimi 2018 was ratified, what they gave to the president is different. Mr. President, please watch out. They lie to you many times. They say things to you many times. If Senator Natina Magay is alluding to the fact that what was ratified by the Liberian Senate and sent to the president for signing is a different document, what was he then doing when he signed the document? He says things. But he said, you know, when it's being carried out, they come on and play deception on the people of this country. You know what? Some of those folks doesn't merit the position. They are not fit. You signed a document, sent this document to the president. Now you tell us that the document that was ratified, signed, sent to the president are two different documents. What they do with the budget? They then watchful eyes of Fonanti Kofa, former speaker. They sent different document to sign, they got different document. The one they signed, pictures were missing. I mean, the one the president signed, the one they had, there was some altercation, and it never commiserated with the entire budget structure of the country. You see? You know important for they won't kill the woman. Going to put the pressure on him, he real all night. He was reading 6-7 hours when he was young or younger, going to school. He's old. They want him to sit up to read the same hours, to flip through documents, and to know. And because they know that these are voluminous documents in high volumes, so they know that he will not read all, but he won't do it. So they hear reading, just in the chair, we go to your coin, Mr. President, and here again. Mr. President, and here again. You go hear one Tom, Dick, and Harry talking one morning and say something different. This is what they want. And this is the same thing our auditor, the president, the Honorable President Julius Maata Bio, the Honorable Foreign Minister, I was alluding to. Even then, Dr. Niji Pillay said the same thing. Even then, Nobel laureate Lemon Bowie said the same thing. Why are we doing things like we don't have head? Jesus Christ. Why are we doing things like we don't have head? Oh God. We don't have head, Liberian people. Why are we doing things like we don't have head? Why? Destroying the country, destroying the future of this country, destroying the fabrics of the country, destroying our imperial identity, destroying this country, as a matter of fact. And like the orator said, it is only by Liberian resilience, and the resilience of this country have only been characterized by pains, blood, terror upon. There have been no day Liberia has celebrated. Some of you all realize, go other sides, they play Paco and they put enjoy you, they spare it, they put so this time is good though, taking that enjoyment. That enjoyment, they're in pains. And even that, how many of them? How many? Fathers sitting down looking at kids Would I really buy something for my son new? Would I really buy something for my daughter new? Would I really be able to send her to school new? Would I be able to do something? Pains in his heart. Imagine a young man having his kid, thinking that tomorrow will be good. Oh God, he cannot even reach his potential. After all the work that he will do, when these days come by or passes by, he wants to give his son or daughters a befitting treat. I say, yeah, this is brand new. Your friends are wearing it. Wear this today. This is good, my wife. Let's eat this today. But the frustration in their heart cannot live up to that. And you see people moving up to it. This is so serious, Liberian. This is serious. Mr. Welcome, thanks to you, and welcome. And they keep us in the state that they make us look like we are in war. Reverend Dong said this. This is what's going on now with Senator Nukwe and Representative Musa Hassan Belati. Now, they are tearing all their closets, putting the closets outside, calling criminals, calling liars, calling rogues and all that. But they do it at the expense of the growing populations. The senior citizens that if they don't get it, this kind of war, the people feel that yeah, the people care for, whereas it is just their self-interest. Reverend Don said this, and the president said it, that corruption is deeply rooted into institutions. It's not just about policies that make us to override them, make us implement them. Then I like the word. Fail without work is dead. If I say like Dura must rise, there should be evidence. Like I'm saying today, I'm going to give you 4,000. What's the evidence? When people play, they get money. This is serious. We must lead by example, or lead by example. Let me say good afternoon to all of you and a pleasant welcome. Today is the introduction of this program. I want to give out 4,000 Liberian dollars. And to be a part of this giveaway, you are Lone Star subscribers. Go there and dial star 799 star 11 hatch and play just $100. Or you go there star 799 hatch, you go to option 7, option 11, that's 11, and you'll be a part. The multiple times you play, you'll be among the winners, and just in the shortest time you get something. I'll take a break here, and I got a great information here from the Women Empowerment of Liberia. The Women Empowerment from the World Bank and the Ministry of Gender. And right after that, after this, let's just go. I'll get somebody $4,000. Just keep playing star 799 star 11 hatch. The more you put in your entry, just put in the entry. If there's 2 or 3, the amount of time you want to play, they're not just dial the number frequently. The amount of time you want to play. If you get $200, say 2. You play 2 times. $1,000, say 10. You play 10 times. 20,000, 10,000, 2,000, whatever amount it is, just put the amount there when you dial star 799 star 11 hatch, and the option comes, so just put the amount and you'll be up for winning today. After this message, when I come back, I wish to give somebody $4,000. This is a continuous process. Whatever is good will bring up for you. In the coming days, there'll be some folks winning cell phones. In the coming weeks, a motorbike will be given to somebody right here, and folks will win a bear park. School are about to open, You will win a book bag with all of the accessories inside, copy book, pencils, sharpeners, and all that with you, and everything that is to be in our bag, you'll win it. Or some people may just decide today and say, yeah, we're giving rice out to the people, and you will just get yours just to celebrate. We want to share with you why we are in the turbulent times. Let us go on star 799 Hajj and choose option 11, or for the short code star 799 star 11 Hajj. Don't forget, you may just be the next winner, $4,000, which is just 2 days away from the 26th. Get something for yourself. I'll take a short break. When I come back, I will announce a winner. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, pleasant welcome. After that, I'll open the lines.
So that's how we start the protest. I'm Abraham Kemo. I'm telling you what
Travel. Yeah. So welcome from Truth FM.
Okay, Truth.
Yeah. How you doing? What's your name?
Good afternoon. I'm Abraham Kemo. Good morning.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Abraham Kemo.
Okay. So what's the purpose of you guys gathering here?
We are gathering here today because we are being intimidated too much by the police, through the LTM, traffic management. Sometimes we see them with a motor back at you. For them. But yet, if you see the police officers who are motor back, you go, he was still going after you issue ticket. And this contract was built with our parking lot and other team. You will lead a side where you go back. Even if 40 passengers down, they will follow you and issue you ticket. So it has been happening for couples of months. So this time we are tired with it. So we decided to protest in order to tell our government that we are being intimidated, we don't want traffic management, and there is no job for us to survive. So that's why we decided to protest.
So do you have leadership?
Do we have a leadership? Yes, of course.
So the leadership meet with any of the regulatory institutions that require you to go on?
Regular institution like
the Ministry of Transport, the Lagos National Police.
Currently, the Ministry of Transport are just certified over this particular idea. They are just certified over the idea. I'm a family man. I get my children, I get my wife, I get my people living with me. If I have, if you have to park my car, as I'm speaking to you now, my car is on $10 US ticket, but 12 of my ticket expiring. And you can intimidate me in my own country. I don't have a zero bread. I'm not working. There is no job for me. Only through the test of me, I'm surviving. So if you keep parking my car, issue me ticket, why will I achieve? If the government brings job, I want to tax it.
So how long is this action going to take?
Almost 1 week, close to a week, the whole week, until the government can hear. We are from here now. We are flying to the executive marshal to meet the minister or whatever to get our petition. Let's look into it in the course of 1 week. If we get here from there, we'll reassemble and move on.
So from here, what's your next action? From here,
going to the marshal. Yes.
So what you have to say out there to the government? What you have to say out there to the
I want to tell the government we are not in fear of the LTND. It's not helping all. They are intimidating us. There is no job. We don't have, the women mean they're getting food on our table. They should drop our taxes. As I speak to you now, my car is very sore, my car is insured, I get a valid driver lesson. But yet then every day they issue me ticket. Sometimes police may arrest you. Oh, driver, can I know you by a driver lesson? I say yes. So you present your lesson, issue ticket, they don't talk back to you. Like, oh, my man, you used to do the one, they don't talk to get ticket. So now, enough is enough. There is no job. We tell you, you get treated all like live in our own country. So that's how we decided to protest.
Okay, so what's the name?
I'm Abraham Kemo. I'm telling you, I want Joshua Inter.
Okay, thank you. So this is what on his placard. So let's see what we can speak to some of them. How are you doing, sir? What's your name?
My name is Deep Momo.
Okay, so what's the purpose of you being here today?
For me, the purpose of me being here is the police is harassing us, especially when it comes to the LTM issue. The LTM, anywhere we pass. You put passengers down, even here at Junction. No parking lot for the poor people. You put somebody down, they arrest the car. You carry four passengers to the back, they arrest the car. You put someone lower the car, they arrest the car. Even somebody are running for here, Buchanan. For here at Junction to Buchanan, I run for here at Junction to go Buchanan. As soon as you put someone lower the car, they arrest the car. You do improper parking.
Have you been arrested before?
Seriously. And when they arrest you, they'll get even less get ticket above your lesson. So now 100 ticket, so now 75 ticket. For what? For what? And nothing they give me hard for almost spray car. This spraying car is benefiting for government. Government is benefiting nothing. The spraying car is benefiting the government nothing. Nothing. So we need to stop harassing us. Let us stop harassing us. Then we want to traffic peacefully. Traffic management is inspecting us. They give us a hard time. We don't want traffic management. We don't need it in the country.
For why exactly?
Because they give you a tough time. They give you a tough time. There is no specific road for you to put passenger on here at Johnson. No way. I see you post somebody there. They say you proper parking. I see you park the radar. They arrest you. They see you with a car. They arrest you. You get small low. They arrest you. Let us stop harassing us. We don't want LTM. We want our Ministry of Transport. Thank you.
Okay. So how are you doing, sir? What's your name? What's your name?
Vanny F. Gray.
Okay, are you a driver?
I'm a driver.
Okay, so what are you guys doing here today?
Today, my post of coming is Friday. I pay for ticket and then just Saturday they give me ticket.
They get ticket.
And again, the men that can kind of stand in front of the tell
One car, they get 4 tickets to one car.
They my ticket broke. I'm also my ticket broke. Before time, I'm going to get the something. And I said, come on, suppress our ticket. You just said, I said, just forget about yourself. You just said, they can just tell the guy, before you find the seatbelt, the minute arrest, they say, off the road.
So where are you running?
I'm running Eton here. I'm running Rantan.
Okay, so what's the message out there to the
My
government?
message is, we don't want the company we don't want them. We don't want it.
Okay, say your name again.
I'm Vanny F. Gray.
Okay, thank you. So how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm Sedi M. James, running from Red Light to Buchanan Highway as well.
Okay. So,
we are here today to send our petition to the executive branch of government that the particular deal of LTM, it has too much of stretch on us, the drivers. Driver has never been under stretch in this country like this. Even when they swap this registration and traffic management due to foreign companies. Brother, for God's sake, we will go on the market ground. The government told us that they will face all the real roads so that the people, goods and services will come to town. So, how will it come to town? For heaven's sake, there is no luggages or briefcases at the rural market grounds. We only get fufu bear, po bear, palm bear, cassava bear, potato green bono that comes from market ground. So, you can tell me that Bravo Como and his counterpart, the Lebanese people, carry the patrol car and put one potato green bono that is tied in mosquito net in that car, whether the trunk will close. That Bravo Como sent car for somebody who is buying 30 bags of coal. Whether they will put a 30 bag of coal in one Thursday for the trunk to close. That Bravo Como put 40 bags of coal in paper, whether it will not exceed the roof. Why are they intimidating us in our own country? And the deal of LTM is very scary to us because LTM is a Lebanese company and it associated with Hezbollah and the Arab people. So such a deal, it has a security implication on the country.
This is Derek Sinan from RDB.
Okay.
Let me talk about the transport registration issue.
Yeah, the LMTR.
Ambassador, this will be a serious disaster for this country. Let's forget about private and commercial vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about security vehicles, the police, the army. So the foreigner should know how many vehicles or police operate or the army or the immigration.
Or the LDA or the CIPO police, the custom officers.
They are very problematic. Why will you allow foreigners to have access to security vehicle? Not that private or commercial vehicle, right? Or private vehicle, it's security vehicle, foreigner or English should be in the law. Actually, Greco, you got to stop there.
Okay. Okay, Zina. Thank you. Thank you, Zina. That's so wonderful. Let me say to you today, Entertainment Radio is up on Cool 91.9, and we'll also encourage you get money after your play on the program here, and we will be doing this regularly. And it will also be our pleasing pleasure where we will announce winners. Radio Entertainment Liberia is your companion here. We will be giving our winners, but those who will opt for the playing of the program. And you might just be winning days ahead, motorbikes, cell phones, bear park, and other issues. And during the week, Monday, Tuesday, you'll be winning $4,000. And other days coming up, you'll be winning more than that. On jackpot days, we'll be giving motorbikes to people. We'll be giving houses in the coming months of the. But it's so great. Thanks to all of you for following us. Just still dial *799 *11#, and you'll be a winner upon there. But I've been so much grateful to be here today. And good afternoon, good morning, and since thanks to the REL family, Radio Entertainment Liberia, for their presence on our programs. We hope that Liberians can get served and served the best way. Until then, I'm your humble servant. I'm J. Nathaniel Beaver Senior. I'm here with the head of production, Andrew Gaboyu, and the team. Until then, have a pleasant good afternoon.
So that's how we start the protest. I'm Abraham Kemo. I'm telling you
travel. Yes. So welcome from Truth FM.
Okay, Truth.
Yeah. How you doing? What's your name?
Good afternoon. I'm Abraham Kemo. Good morning.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Abraham Kemo.
Okay. So what's